Corey Lewandowski, who served as Donald Trump's campaign manager in 2016 and honestly up until just a few hours ago was the chief of his Make America Great Again Action Super PAC, was accused of harassing a woman this past weekend. And not just any woman. This was at a, donor event. The woman and her husband are huge Republican donors. And she accused him of harassing her, stalking her, and inappropriately touching her. Here's what happened. The woman is a woman by the name of Trishelle Odom. And this is from Politico. Trishelle Odom, the wife of Idaho construction executive John Odom, alleges that Lewandowski repeatedly touched her, including on her leg and buttocks, and spoke to her in sexually graphic terms. Odom said that Lewandowski stalked her throughout the evening. 4 people who were first-hand witnesses at the event corroborated Odom's allegations. Politico also spoke with 2 people, one who was at the event, one who was not, who described conversations they had with Odom about the incidents immediately after they happened. And now here is how Odom describes it in her own words. He repeatedly touched me inappropriately, said vile and disgusting things to me, stalked me, and made me feel violated and fearful. I am coming forward because he needs to be held accountable. I am blessed to have a loving husband and family behind me. I want other women to know that you can be heard too. And together we can stop terrible things like this from happening. See, here's a problem though with Lewandowski. This is not the first time he's been accused of behavior like this. That pro-Trump singer Joy Villa also came forward with, allegations like this against Corey Lewandowski. That went largely unreported, completely under the radar. Honestly, I didn't know about that until I read this story. So Joy Villa had already sounded the alarm bells. I don't care what you think about her political views or whatever. This is a woman who says that she was targeted just like Miss Odom was. She came forward with this, said, listen, Lewandowski is a creep. He's doing all these crazy things that are making me uncomfortable. They're making me feel fearful and violated. And nobody gave a damn about that. And that's not okay. Lewandowski was still serving as the chair of the Make America Great Again Action Super PAC. Again, up until these allegations from Odom. Lewandowski, again, has been removed from that position several days after this happened this past weekend, actually. So here's the other thing I want to talk about. This isn't surprising, not just based on Lewandowski's past, but based on who he pals around with, who he hitched his wagon to, Donald Trump. Birds of a feather and all that, right? I think that's the situation we're looking at here. The things that Odom describes that Lewandowski did, and it goes into even more graphic detail in the story. I'm not even going to, say those things. But we've heard these stories before of the women who've come forward about Donald Trump's behavior. Hell, it's almost a carbon copy at this point. So Lewandowski really was a perfect fit working for Donald Trump, because based on the way they treat women, the two of them are basically separated at birth. I'm glad Lewandowski was removed. I hope the Republican Party as a whole has enough common sense to kick Lewandowski out for good. I don't want to see him working on another campaign, running a shadow operation, running a dark money, political action committee, whatever it is. But I guarantee you he will. In spite of all this horribleness, Lewandowski will pop up again doing some kind of secret Republican operative crap. And everybody will have moved on from the fact that this guy is clearly a predator. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.